Hello, my name is Kyle. I'd like to thank you for coming today. I'm a social worker at the University of Kentucky. Before we begin, I'd like to start with our confidentiality policy. Here at the University of Kentucky, our confidentiality policy is a verbal agreement that anything that's said today between us, our conversation, will be between me and you. Now, with that being said, I do have to let you know that anything that is risk-oriented or a concern with your safety or the safety of somebody else, I am a mandatory reporter, and I will have to report that. Now, if there's any reports of self-harm, child abuse, any neglect, any wants to hurt anybody else, I will have to report that. So with that, do you have any questions about that?
No, not really.
All right. Now, what brings you in here today?
Okay, so I have a service dog that I'm fostering, and his name is Spider. I brought him with me here today. He's probably running around. I got him in January, and I am supposed to socialize him, so that means, like, I bring him to, like, classes with me, and I take him out to the mall, and I take him, like, everywhere that I go, so he can get used to different environments. And, like, so, like, later in life, he'll be fine with, like, being with his person and, like, going anywhere. And I'm supposed to meet him with kids. Okay, whatever. Ended the rambling. So I realized that I have to give him back in, like, 17 days.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I've just really gotten attached to him, especially because, like, he's been with me 24/7. Like, right. Like, I barely get him a babysitter or anything, so, like, he's been with me every day since January, and, like, last semester I lived alone. This semester I have a roommate, but last semester I, like, lived in isolation, and it was really hard because I'm very extroverted. And so, like, having this dog really, like, calmed, like, anxiety and, like, really kind of gave me the feeling of, like, never being alone, which I really needed last semester. So, like, I might have helped him, but he helped me too. So, like, I don't know what I'm going to do when I give him back. Like, it's going to be really sad. And, like...
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
It's a long time to spend, with somebody and to spend, living together and coexisting together for a long time can be really hard.
Right.
I
guess my, like, separation anxiety is, like, kicking in. Because, like, I'm from farther away from here, so, like, I can't accessibly get, like, back to my house. And, like, I just have gotten really close to my parents in the past, like, few years. And so, like, this is my first time moving, so, like, it just kind of, I guess, brings reoccurring feelings that, like, I'm leaving, like, something I love behind again. And, like, I get to go back to my parents, which is really nice, but, like, I don't know if I'll ever see him again. So, like, I guess I'm looking more for, like, ideas on coping and, like, relieving stress or, like, anxiety based on, like, just leaving him,
Right. And this is a service dog, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be assisting, helping others with disabilities, is that right?
Yeah. Yeah. He's going to probably go to a kid in a wheelchair. Or some, like, or a child with autism. So.
Right. Well, it is good that it's going to be going to help somebody who does, that could really benefit, and it is a great thing that you're doing that, and do you see the strengths there with being able to want to help others by providing them with animals and friends.
Yeah.
Have you thought of any ways that you might be able to cope with it, or are you looking for any kinds of suggestions? Or?
So, last semester when I, like, left my family and was alone, I know I, like, the way that I coped with that was, like, I didn't really, like, I kind of avoided it, so, like, I sat in my room all the time, and, like, I didn't do much, and then I tried getting involved in stuff to like get my mind off of it. So I know that like, and then I started like gaining friends. This semester has definitely like been like better because I have like a consistent like friend, and like my roommate's one of my best friends now, so like it's really nice. But and like I call my mom like consistently, so it's like a nice like whatever. But like with him, we have like a nice like communication system and stuff. And like with him, I talked to my mom about it, and she said like I should possibly like just keep in mind that he's like going to someone who needs him, and like I don't specifically need him, but like so like I try and remind myself of that constantly. But like other than that, I really don't have anything.
The organization that you are working with, do they have any other opportunities to help raise any other
Yeah,
stuff?
so I totally can. The only thing is like I'm moving into an apartment next year, and they don't. I like would have to pay $300 down and then $30 every month to keep him there. So like, I don't like financially I can't pay for that. So I'm like hoping we have like a Facebook group that we can like see everybody on, like all the dogs in the program. So like I'm hoping that I can see him through that, but I'm not sure how that's gonna work. So.
Well, it sounds like you really enjoy working with animals.
Mm-hmm. I do, very much so.
Yeah, I do too. We have that in common. I love animals myself. There's places like the Humane Society and other places that definitely would need some assistance with volunteering. Have you ever thought about possibly volunteering? Or?
I haven't even thought of that. That's like a really cool.
I can imagine. Depend on your schedule.
Right. No, yeah. Especially this summer, I would love to do that.
Do they allow you to ever keep in contact with the spider, or is it something that you have to give them away?
So I know, like, through like the Facebook group, I can like find out what's going on, but like he has his evaluation in 17 days, and that's why I have to give him back because like I leave school May 2nd, so I have the opportunity to take him for the summer. Back home with me, but I can't because when I have a dog at home and like they're not supposed to be exposed to other dogs without like being temperament tested, it's like a whole big process. But and my parents don't want another dog right now, so I can't bring him home. But like, I know I can contact through the Facebook group.
Okay.
But he might be serviced out again to another like socialization if he doesn't pass. So someone else is probably going to get him. But if he does pass, then he'll go into advanced training, and I might get to see him like in his graduation day. But it's all kind of like depending on how he does or how like if they want him to be passed right now or whatever.
Do they ever allow you any opportunities to keep the animal if you do develop personal relationships with it or a strong bond, I should say?
I could totally ask that. That's a really good idea. He's I know like. If he doesn't pass and they say he's not going to be a very good service dog, like if he's just too anxious or whatever, he will be up for adoption. However, I wouldn't be able to adopt him, and neither would anyone in my family, my like close relatives, because they think that like I would purposely fail the service dog to keep him, which we debated doing, but we're not going to. So I wouldn't be able to adopt him, but I know that somebody would be. And he's like the perfect pet. He's the perfect house dog, minus a few accidents here.
Gorgeous.
Thank you. I know he knows it too. He stares at himself in the mirror. But
well, it sounds like your family might be on board possibly. Have you talked to them about how you feel? You told me, and that's what you said to me.
I haven't really told them that because I know my like extended family could probably adopt him if he doesn't pass. So I guess I could talk to them and then maybe adopt him from there. But
I guess we would be abusing the system,
right? Oh my goodness! See, he's just a goofball. But yeah, so I think you've given me some really great ideas. So thank you.
That's good. Well, it sounds like we might have some possible things we could work on.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you think that you might want to do, or anything that we didn't cover that you?
No, I really
were
think the
thinking?
Humane Society is a really good solution.
Absolutely. You know, there's tons of animals that are in desperate need of help.
Right.
People that just hang out with them.
Right,
Be
and
their friends.
it also, I guess, would help me with like separation.
That as well. And
Right. Especially if because then I learn I can't get too attached. But awesome. I think that's all I have today.
so well, thank you so much for coming in. You know, maybe we could plan to meet again, maybe in a month or so, just to check up to see if how those, you know, how it went with the evaluation,
Okay.
and
Awesome.
maybe we can work on that and see if there's any other things we can talk about.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. If you need anything, definitely come back. You have a great day. Thank you.
You too.
That's terrible.
Not at all. Are you kidding?